I'm Kevin Douglas, a professor at Simon Fraser University Department of Psychology in Canada. Sure, so today was focusing on forensic psychiatry in Egypt, and looking forward to improvements in service delivery. There was presentations also about how the system works in the UK, and what I was talking about specifically is a method of violence risk assessment that I've been involved in developing and evaluating along with my colleagues for over 20 years, and it's been implemented in many countries around the world and translated into many languages, and now the LIFE project here in Egypt is we'll be translating it into Arabic and evaluating it, doing research on it, and hopefully implementing it into practice in Egypt, and then the potential for other Arabic-speaking countries as well. So the primary purpose behind something like the HCR20 violence risk assessment measure is to try to reduce the occurrence of violence, to help patients to learn ways to act in non-aggressive ways if they're encountering stress or difficulties, to provide services to them, to try to improve their lives. The cost of violence is enormous. It takes a massive emotional and psychological effect on the people who are victimized. It's really expensive economically, and that would be true in Egypt and any country in the world. The cost of one serious violent crime, a homicide, I don't have the Egyptian numbers, but in Canada and the UK it's above $1 million. Or £1 million for one serious crime like a homicide. So it's extremely expensive, but more importantly, it takes a massive toll on the quality of people's lives. It can save lives and money, and that's the bottom line. In this region, this is novel. This is the translation into Arabic, and we only allow one translation per language, so it's a great opportunity to see how it applies in this region of the world. As I mentioned, it's been translated broadly, so there's been more than 20 translations. But there's not been much work done with it. In fact, any work done with it really in the Middle East, so it would be a great novel application. I received an email from Samir Ahmed, and she said she was collaborating with some people in the UK, and they're very interested in trying to evaluate and implement evidence-based structured methods in forensic psychiatry broadly, but also specifically with violence risk assessment. So she just reached out to me, and we got into email communications along with her colleague, Professor Vollen from the UK. And it resulted in an invitation to come to Egypt and provide training to mental health professionals here, psychiatrists here, so that they could go on and train others in the Arabic language. Egypt has been great. I've always wanted to come here, so I'm really happy that I have this opportunity, both professionally and personally. I've seen some of the famous sites of Egypt and had some great food and met some great people. I've really enjoyed meeting the Egyptian people, very outgoing and friendly and welcoming, so it's been a really good time.
Thank you.